The statements and content included in this video are jokes and for satirical entertainment purposes only. They should not be taken literally and do not reflect the actual beliefs or personal views of those depicted or involved with this production.
Think about this, right?
So guys, today we got Sneako warning Myron Gaines about how much of a snake this ugly Goomba is. Guys, I will never understand why Myron is still dying on the hill of being loyal to someone like Walter the Goomba. Myron, what are you doing? We understand that you're loyal. We all respect loyalty. We do. But I'm not gonna lie to you, at this point, it's not loyalty anymore. It's just stupidity. I swear to God, it's not loyalty, bro. You are loyal to somebody who's not bringing you nothing. Nothing valuable is coming from this ugly Goomba. I'm so serious about this. And I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, I've heard that Fresh takes 50% of the revenue of the Fresh and Fit channel. Myron, if that's true, you are literally stupid. You are so stupid, Myron. And this is coming from someone that actually likes Myron. I'm a fan of Myron's work. I love what he does. I love his message, everything. But I gotta keep it real. It is so stupid that you're loyal to someone like Fresh, who is sabotaging everything about the show. Guys, it's getting to a point where I'm starting to think Fresh's job on the Fresh and Fit podcast is to be purposefully annoying. I'm starting to think Myron is paying Fresh for being annoying, because what the fuck is he doing on the Fresh and Fit podcast? All he does is just talking about prostitution and just weird shit and stutters. That's all he does. All the girls there think he's a weirdo. Myron thinks we know Myron thinks he's a weirdo. He just, I don't understand why. Myron, please someone, I'm so serious about this. Please someone send this video to Myron, because I need some answers. Why are you loyal to this pathetic Goomba? Just why? Why? Guys, let's read some of the comments on the last show. This is the last show, August 17th. How can Walter still be so bad at communicating his questions to women? Damn, it's been years now. Fuck. When you pay, you never practice discipline. Exactly. That's all he does. Fresh is so cringe with the girls. Thirsty ass cornball, guys. Fresh is a disgusting deviant. He thinks with his genitals. He doesn't think with his brain. He doesn't even have a brain. Fresh always got a small number of closed-minded, degenerate questions to ask the panel every show. Every fucking questions relate to the woman ultimately being paid for their time services. I say that all the time. That's what I talk about. When I say, listen, guys, I'm hating on Fresh because he deserves it. I'm not bullying the guy. He deserves to leave this show alone. Myron, please get this ugly Goomba gone ASAP, please. Guys, this is my last comment I read it, and this is my favorite one. As soon as Fresh starts speaking, I have to skip forward 5 minutes, and he's not lying. Because when I used to watch Fresh and Fit, when I used to be a fan of the show, because of Myron, obviously, I used to skip this Goomba talking. It's so annoying. Like, his voice is not made for podcasting. That's the truth. God did not create Fresh for podcasting. He is not doing what he is actually supposed to do on this earth. There's no way God made Fresh to do any podcasting. Like, there's no fucking way. He didn't give him the voice. He didn't give him the communication skills. Like, none of that. Fresh literally stutters. Whenever Fresh speaks, he has to stutter. Like, he stutters whenever he fucking speaks. He cannot finish a sentence without stuttering. Why is he a podcaster? Myron, I'm starting to hate you too for this. Because now that I'm thinking about it, if it wasn't for Myron Gaines, Fresh would have never started podcasting. Myron is the one who put him on. And you're telling me he's getting 50% of the revenue? I hope that's not true. I'm hoping. I'm sorry, guys, I did a lot of yapping today. Let's hear what Sneako has to say about Fresh.
I'm actually serious. What does Tank provide? Nothing, bro. I've been saying it for, how long have I been saying that? Literally nothing at all. Like, we saw 5 minutes of him try to carry the podcast that he's been doing for like 6 years straight.
Shout out to Sneako, because right here, he's talking about things that actually happen. This happens all the time. When Myron leaves,
I said my bad, I was muted. I said, is the video good? And Salam Warner, how you doing?
He doesn't know what to say. And I'm about to prove it here in a second. I'm about to show you a clip of Myron getting up, and Fresh did something very, very, very horrible. It's so bad. He literally should be put in jail for what he did.
All right, guys, quick word from our sponsor.
Here's Myron leaving.
The actual show. Cue the music.
Can you do the music? What's the point of, like, this Goomba thinks we're watching the show, we care about the sound effects, it is important. Fresh, just like, shut the fuck up, man, just please. I mean, let's be real, he needs the sound effects because nothing valuable comes out of his mouth. Now, listen to what the Goomba asked the women when Myron wasn't there.
Tate's lawyer, by the way.
Because, you know, usually penetration's going one way.
It's fucked up.
Most of the time.
Now, ladies in the room.
You know it's about to be bad when you hear
don't.
So, ladies.
Is he gonna ask? Is he gonna say Peggy?
Have you ever been raped before? Start here.
What the fuck? What is this show? What is this show? What is this show, bro? With Tate's lawyer? There's no way. That is the worst thing you could possibly ask a panel of women. You literally, wallahi, I don't think you could ask a worse question on a podcast with women while Tate is facing charges. Tate's lawyer is on the panel. Everyone hates the red pill in the manosphere. What the is he? He's literally, he has to be retarded, bro. He literally has to be mentally handicapped. Are you kidding me, bro?
I want to go back.
What? Is this AI?
Have you ever been raped before? Start
Oh
here.
my God.
Bro. No?
God damn. I mean, yeah. Ooh, sorry, I wasn't expecting that.
It's a tough question.
Yeah.
What a disgusting weird.
No wonder he has to pay for box, bro. Like, there's no other way to like dry up and kill the energy in a room. This is the worst thing that anybody wants to talk about. What a
weirdo, man. Oh, so disgusting. Why would you ask that on a public podcast? Do you
With
think
Tate's lawyer?
Why? Like, what's wrong with this Goomba, man? He is disgusting, actually. He's not. He should be locked up for asking this question, because this is like weirdo behavior.
He's been doing this show for 6 years. Let me guess, Myron stepped out for a second to look at the news or something, and so he let Tink carry for 5 seconds. Imagine you're Myron, and you're like, all right, you know what? I've been doing this show forever. It's operating at a loss. I'll keep it going because loyalty. Fine. You step out for a second, you just stand on the balcony, try to get some breath. You walk back on the panel, and you're like, what are you guys talking about? And the ladies say, Fresh asked if we've ever been raped before. I would crash out. Wallahi, I would crash out. How could you not just carry a conversation for 5 minutes while my back hurts from carrying you for 6 years straight. Think about this, hit the literal lottery. I think other Miami jesters are trying to become famous while having no talent because they see that Think About This did it. There's not going to be another Think About This, right? He literally, I don't know what Freemason magic he had to do. It's never going to happen again. If I was Myron and I heard that he asked this question after 6 years of me having to fight his allegations, defend him when he aborted a Chinese baby, I would crash out. Wallahi, I would crash out, bro.
A grown-ass man should not be acting like this, and I'm so serious about this. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this Goomba? Like, Myron, he makes you look bad. He makes you look
Khalil's Ween
horrible.
knows.
This is your co-host? This is your fucking co-host. Have you been? What a weird-ass question. The least he could have done after asking that question is saying, but you don't have to answer. You don't need to answer. He didn't even say that. He just said you. So that means they have to answer. You are obligated to answer if you're on my podcast, if you're on to Think About This pod. So disgusting. Very, ugh.
Tink has been doing that podcast for 6 years and he's still horrible at it. He doesn't have a major grasp on what feminism is, what the audience wants, how to be funny, how to lead a line of questioning, how to communicate with the women, how to be entertaining, how to speak properly.
Facts.
How to say something interesting. Like, he's been doing that podcast for 6 years and sucks.
Guys, Sneako is basically saying here that Walter the Goomba has something wrong with his brain. There's no way a guy doing podcasting for 6 years still doesn't even know how to talk. He doesn't even know how to talk. The most basic thing a human being should do is talk. He doesn't even know how to do that. Bro, this is crazy. Sneako is basically saying that Walter the Goomba has a virus in his brain. He's mentally challenged. Because there's no way. He's been doing podcasting for 6 years. He didn't learn anything? Like, nothing at all, Walter? Like,
No
you cannot
taking.
even learn?
The new guy and Fresh will go on there and make hit piece podcasts on me. But on the actual Fresh and Fit channel, they don't even broadcast after hours. It's on Myron's channel because that's where the viewers are. Crazy, bro. And then they say that I'm the one hating because I'm calling this out. No, I care about my friend. I'm seeing him getting used, and they're literally parasites leeching off of him in 5K.
I don't think I'm even dragging it. Type of one, if Tink was your co-host and he asked the ladies, like, with Tate's lawyer, ladies, have you ever been raped before? Type of one, if you would crash out. I can't be alone on that. There's no way I'm exaggerating. It literally can't get... Warner, would you? He's laughing in the chat. Objectively, put yourself in that situation.
It's bro, and all these people around him are just bleeding him dry because he has all the talent.
Exactly, bro. I literally said that on one of my last videos. I said, why is Myron hanging around? I mean, not hanging around, literally
That's a
working
fireable
with
offense.
losers.
I don't think I'm dragging it either.
Workers are losers. He's the only talented one. It makes no sense why Myron does that. I don't understand why. Like, I need an answer from Myron. Please, someone send this video to Myron.
He didn't speak for 5 minutes, and that was the dumbest conversation I've ever heard. Tank
can't
was
be a real
literally
question.
just trying to recruit a girl.
Someone clip that.
He's trying to figure out which of those women on the panel he could pay to have sex with.
That's what he does, bro. That's what this ugly Goomba does. Imagine being so desperate for pussy that you're asking the girls who are supposed to be talking on a podcast, the guests, you're asking them about their price so you can smash later. That's what this Goomba does. I don't understand why Myron is not seeing the...
It's parasitic, bro.
He does understand it's disgusting, but he keeps this Goomba around. For what reason, Myron? How many times do I have to ask this question?
And so the thing is, like, when you go on the show, you ask an upfront question so that you can make a point, right? I'll ask on the panel back in the day, I used to ask, like, are men and women equal? And they all say yes. Or I'll ask, are you a 10 out of 10? Or I'll say, like, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. They'll all say 10. And then you make a point about feminism. You make a point about self-esteem, about the nature of social media, blah, blah. You're supposed to actually drop some, you're supposed to change their minds about something. Tank is so stupid. There is no follow-up. He saw Tate's lawyer in his mind. It's like there's just coconuts rattling in his head, bro. There's just like the monkey smashing a cymbal together. And so he's just thinking of rape and just asked the question. But there's no thesis. There's no follow-up question. There's no conversation. There's no analysis. It's just he's filling up time because he thought rape and then asked it. He's just filling up the time so that he could read the super chats and then use that money to pay for sex with one of the girls on the panel. That's literally what he does. I'm not exaggerating. He's thinking, how can I fill up time to go to the super chats, take that money from these simps, and pay for sex afterwards?
Can somebody comment a good answer? Like, at this point, it's getting crazy. It's getting scary. Myron should keep people like Sneako around him because he's a real one. Sneako is telling
W.
Myron
Khalil's
the
win.
truth. The truth that most of his friends wouldn't
Is Khalil's
say.
win Muslim?
Sneako is not lying at all. He spoke facts. Myron is around a bunch of losers. Chris was drinking on a podcast. Like, what the fuck?
Bro, no disrespect.
Fresh is a liar.
Like, I got
bro.
nothing, like, Chris has always been cool to me, but they have on their show, they have a Henny meter. They have an icon where they track how drunk Chris gets during the show.
and it progressively goes. And then when it gets to the top, that's when he crashes out and then kicks girls off.
I'm a Mexican groiper. I hate my jeans. Perez Hilton vid is something I think about doing.
America first. America first. Oh my God, bro. Come to the good side, bro. Come to the good side. Don't you need to stay in that cult. May Allah guide you, bro.
Was drinking on a podcast. Like, what the fuck? Fresh is a liability who is just sabotaging.
Literally
the
a
podcast.
liability.
That's all he does. I don't really have anything against Mo, but
I like
you
Mo
guys
too,
get the
suck my
point.
C.
You guys get the point.
Remember too, so he's laughing because I got attacked on the street. This guy, this is what the red pill has resulted in. This is what it has become. He's laughing when I got attacked on the street. You remember after the club across, he said, the Jews would do something in a bad way that I don't want to say on stream. A year before that, I think, was it about a year? Think about this, called me out to a fight. You remember? He calls me out to a fight and says that he wants to box on Ada Ross's Grammar's card. I say yes immediately. And then he runs away. He called me out to a fight. This is the red pill manosphere, the masculinity space that prides themselves on being men of their word. He asked me to fight him. I said yes to his fight call out, and then he ran away. And wallahi, I would do it right now for free.
Sneako, I don't even know Fresh personally. I never met the guy. And I swear to God, I swear to Almighty God, I would do it right now for free. Because I know this creature is actually evil. Fresh is an evil creature. He is not.
Oh, so I think he might actually be Muslim. His name is Khalil Zween. Yes, Khalil is a widely used Muslim name. Means friend or close companion.
No good He's not. He's not. Fresh, let's do it. Let's do it. Walter, I'm 5'1", 119 pounds. Let's do it. You would beat my ass. Walter, you would definitely beat my ass here.
Khalil, you're 5'1"? MashaAllah.
Taller than me, stronger than me. All I want is, I just want to land one punch. That's it.
He's tweeting right now laughing at the fact that I got attacked when I wasn't looking and pepper sprayed. I think somebody paid him. They are insinuating that I'm saying Mossad did it. No, actually, I don't think this attacker who had pepper spray, I don't think it was, I think it was just one of the haters. I think it was somebody close to me that paid somebody a couple $100s to do that. But he thinks that's funny.
Guys, I'm not going to say it's 100% Fresh, but I did make a video in the past suspecting that Fresh was the one who paid this guy.
Thanks for that thumbnail.
To punch Sneako. But after seeing this, it's really not far from the truth. You're
People hold this against me. Even the former FBI director, Dan Bongino, brought that up. It's not something I'm insecure about at all. It's something that was upsetting. And actually, for a while, being transparent, it was traumatic. Like, I did actually have signs of PTSD. I got over it. I don't care anymore. I do want to figure it out. I have to, it's still not resolved. I'm not going to talk about that too much. But I got sneaked. Like, I was literally reading the chat. It's not something that I'm ashamed of. I didn't feel like I lost masculinity. Like, I didn't feel, talking about my feelings, but you know, when people try to belittle me by saying that, I really don't care.
Laughing at Sneako for getting snuck. The punch was not even fair. If he lost the fight, then you should laugh. Okay, we're laughing at a guy losing a fight. It's not even a fight. He got snuck. You ugly goom. If we ever see Fresh get snuck like that, I know for a fact he would cry on the spot. He would be terrified. He would be so scared that he would start tearing
Dude,
up.
is Warner still in the chat? Warner was here because we went to Malaysia the next day, and Warner shows up. He's ready to go. He didn't know what happened because he wasn't checking his phone. He was on the plane. I'm in the lobby and I'm covered in blood because I just got back home. I took an Uber, and I'm like, bro, I just got attacked on the street. He's like, he was so happy because he had I'll never forget this image. Warner's holding a suitcase and he's like, hey, let's go to Malaysia. And I'm like, dude, I just got attacked on the street. And his expression went from, he's like a golden retriever. He literally went from like pure 10 out of 10 excitement to horrified, shocked, and sad, just like that. Never seen somebody flip their emotions like that. It was 100% real. That's how Warner is. You met the prime minister with a chipped tooth? No, the first thing I did in Malaysia was go to the dentist. And they gave me a really shoddy false tooth. I had to get it fixed again. He said, I remember that night I was so pissed. Yeah, Warner, he literally, Warner, you changed your emotion. You went from like that. And you were like, where is he? Warner was ready to slide. You know what also people were saying to me in Love Speech in the Twitter com? Join it. They were saying that if I had a Muslim cameraman,
they would have slid. Shout out to Waze. I love Waze. He's not Muslim yet. Inshallah soon. If Yusuf was there as the cameraman, he's swinging. I think so. Wallahi, I think so. I think he's swinging on sight. I think Waze, because I hadn't worked with Waze in a long time, and it was his first day back. Imagine your Waze, you haven't seen me in months, your first day back, and I had a stream plan with Professor Jang and Dave Smith, and so we had extra time today. I'm like, we might as well do an IRL. So it's his first day, and that happens. Immediately, I think the first thing he was thinking was, bro, I don't get paid enough for this shit. I'm not getting paid. I don't get paid enough for this. But Yusuf would have been swinging. You know, I don't blame Waze at all for that. You know, he did try to pull the guy off. But anyway, it's something that replays. And I was actually analyzing my dream. I know some people say not to share your dreams, but I already did. Yesterday I was talking about I had a weird nap dream where my family said I smell bad, and then Kai Sinat smelled me and said, man, you stink. I said I smell bad. And then a pack of Vietnamese people stabbed me. And I was asking them, why'd you stab me? They said, because what you say online. I'm like, what did I say? And they didn't answer. And then another a Vietnamese guy comes and tracks me down. And he's like, it's because you said stay dangerous. And I'm like, stay dangerous? That's what we should do. He's like, oh, I misinterpreted it. I think that dream was my subconscious. I think the Kai thing was like a rejection of the mainstream. I think that was my subconscious thinking about, you know, the manosphere and the red pill association. And the mainstream people, you stink. They still, you know, that's what I think that's a reflection of. And I think the Vietnamese people stabbing me and then me asking why is me replaying why that happened. Because that's exactly what I thought. When I got sneaked and I got hit, I'm on the ground and I've got hit a couple more times. You know, so I'm not going to say too much either about. But I was thinking, I thought it was a prank. It didn't hurt. Like, I don't know why. Wallahi, punches don't really hurt me. I don't know how to explain it. Like when I got hit, I was like, I wasn't immediately aware that I got hit. I thought someone, you know, my first thought was, it was one of my friends. You know, when your friend sees you in public and then they scare you and they jump on you? That's what I thought happened. That was my first reaction. Wallahi. But I was punched and I was like, but then he goes for the takedown. I'm thinking that it was like my friend Cass or Vil who saw me in public. I didn't like really register that I was getting punched until I was like, whoa. And I'm still thinking this is a prank. I'm like, why is this happening? And I'm getting up and I'm like a little whatever. I look up and I ask him, I'm like, I think I said like, who are you or something? And I'm going in, I'm like, now I realize what's happening and I'm ready. And then he pulls out the pepper spray. Yeah. But for some weird reason, like even when I was fighting Strickland and I got hit a lot, I wasn't thinking this hurts. I was like, oh, I'm seeing black now. And it wasn't seeing black because I was going unconscious. It's because I was blinking every time I got punched. That's what my memory is like, seeing black, because every time I got hit, I have this reflex where I close my eyes. So I'm just seeing black. And even there, like when I swear to God, it didn't hurt. The pepper spray hurt. That sucked. That really stung.